What's happening, folks? We're back. We're a little late.
Good evening, everybody.
A little late.
Hello.
Well, actually, we're not late. I figure we wait and let everybody else get in the gate with their opinions, their pontifications and their stuff, and then we come in and do what we got to do and sweep it up like we normally do, right?
Clean up crew.
Sound a little arrogant, didn't it?
Hey, man, that's usually my
Yeah,
job.
a little bit arrogant. But
Usually
see,
my job. But
we have a Brianna and we have a Martha, just like the Avengers.
We have a Hulk. The Hulk.
You know?
They don't like us when we're angry.
It is what it is. David had a meeting, so we're sailing on without him. We would love to have had his opinion and take on this. He said he had some things to get off his chest, but
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So what's the last things we digested? It would be Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
And what was the last show we did?
Oh,
It was the Inclusion Illusion Part 2. Yeah, that's what we did. We finished that one up, and we had great insight from Brianna here. All right, so let's do a round of opinions on the movie first. Overall, let's go with Doctor Strange first.
I was happy about Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I thought it was okay.
Jay?
I think I was a little too excited.
A little bit too excited. You were too excited?
I was too excited.
Okay.
I was like, the movie was dope, but I went in there with these premeditated thoughts.
See,
Me too.
that's a mistake everybody makes.
You know, that's what I did because
Okay.
I was coming off the Spider-Man high,
Yeah.
and then got to the Strange.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty fun, and I was surprised about certain things and very excited.
All right. I enjoyed it. I don't go in with expectations. I let Marvel tell me what they're going to do, the way they operate. And I'll say, just because you haven't seen it on screen doesn't mean it hasn't happened or it won't happen. It just hasn't gone down now. Sister Brianna, let's see what you got.
Yes, so I had to watch WandaVision because I hadn't watched it previously. And for me, it will, I think for everyone, it just gives you an insight on who Wanda is, what her motivations are, and frankly, just what she's capable of and how much she's capable of. And it took me a little while to watch WandaVision, just because it was just such a different setup. I mean, you're going from her like fighting like Ultron and Thanos until, and it's like a 1950s episode, but everything has a meaning. And then seeing her in the Multiverse of Madness, I came in with a lot of like compassion and sympathy, but I was still just scared of her, still surprised of that she was the villain, I mean, and I had an inclination, but I mean, for me, it made it 10 times more enjoyable having watched WandaVision and just understanding, because for my other friends who have not watched it, they're just kind of like, they were taken off guard. I mean, the surprise was there for them, but I feel like they didn't get what they could have, like watching the movie for the first time and like not having that knowledge.
They were shocked.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were telling me that they're just really like, oh wow, like I thought she was a good guy. So like it's just like kind of like an anti-hero, like she has her own motivations, and if you put yourself in her shoes, you can understand why she's doing what she's doing. Still doesn't make it right, but
yeah,
what's really right?
Yeah, it's right is relative,
Yes, right is relative.
And
and she's
it's
still
really
ain't get an
relative.
apology.
Especially when it comes to your children.
Yeah, exactly.
She still ain't get an apology.
That was your main thing from the gate.
She never got an
never
apology.
gave that woman an apology.
Not one
Sister
time.
Martha.
Ooh, it was a great movie. I went in with the expectation thinking that there was gonna be like a Wanda from a different universe that's fighting against the Scarlet Witch, but instead it was just her possessing herself in different universes.
Dreamwalking, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was gonna be more of a like battle of her against herself. In between Doctor Strange trying to save the world around that.
Okay.
But there's nothing that compares to the pain that a mother will go through, just the thought of somebody taking your kid away from you.
That's enough. Yeah.
I would go crazy.
Yeah. That's
Hide.
enough.
Hide. And I wouldn't have been that nice about it, you know?
Right. I enjoyed the movie. The only thing that I didn't like was the zombie strange. It was more the effects. It's not the fact that he was there.
Gotcha.
The overall film I enjoyed. I enjoyed the fact that I don't know if Mr. Fantastic was fan service full stop or if Krasinski will be playing
it
Mr.
regardless.
Fantastic. I hope he will be.
I thought about that.
Yeah. The Illuminati was great, but in order to understand what that is you would have had to have read the comic books. In order to get where Wanda is, you would have had to have read the comic books. And I think there's another set of books. They got the House of M, and I think the next one down, it's a whole nother story with Wanda, the Young Avengers, Doctor Doom. It's a lot going on. But I had Adrian came through and he was talking and he said he thought that Wanda was OP. Say the words. so your brain can expand itself.
Let the man have OP.
No, it's overpowered.
Yeah.
Oh God.
LCS, local comic shop.
I cannot.
Say that, bro. Lazy language, lazy mind, lazy people.
Oh, you're so funny.
It's real.
I get you.
So he said she was overpowered, which let me know that he probably didn't pay attention to who Wanda was. Wanda, as I said before, is a beast. I don't know if they'll ever get to House of M, but Wanda is so powerful that if she says the words or wishes it, it will happen. And in House of M, she simply said no more mutants. And all of the mutants were gone. The reason that she got to that point was because of her children.
Exactly.
She even told Doctor Strange when she was at Carmitage.
Listen to me. Beating.
And then even when she upped that wasn't as
That was still
hard
being
as she
nice.
could, because she was still,
I remember turning to somebody in the movie theater. I'm like, yo, she's still being
she's
nice.
still chilling.
Like,
Yeah.
it's still a conversation.
Yeah. Wanda is so dangerous that it was Professor X, pretty much everybody. Professor X, Iron Man, Reed Richards, all of them. Like, she's got to die. That was the bottom line of it. It wasn't we're going to take her and give her a lobotomy or sequester her off of here. We have to kill her. That's how she's got a long way to go with her stuff. So I enjoyed that part. They're going to let him go in and then we'll dig into stuff. But I enjoyed the movie, period, because I know what I was watching. Yeah.
Truthfully, it was a dope movie. It was very well laid out. For Wanda being overpowered, she wasn't. I honestly think that they downplayed her powers and Strange's powers. And I don't know if it's because it's early in the universe.
Early.
Because Strange has shut her down completely.
Strange just got his third eye.
Yeah, exactly. So he just got it. Exactly. But her powers, if that's overpowered, don't watch another movie. I'm just saying, don't watch another movie.
Yeah.
The only thing that I didn't like or didn't think that was fulfilled was the madness part. To me,
Madness.
the madness part, the
do you
scary
mean?
part, it's because they were talking about how it's going into the horror genre, and I saw the points of it.
Disney, brother.
Now, I know. Hold on, there's a reason why though. I'm saying this. What I expected was a footstep, not a baby step. To me, this movie was
I
a
agree.
baby step. And the reason why I'm saying this, because for those who don't know, there was content in Blade 1 that you could not put on any TV screen in the beginning of Blade 1. So what I'm saying to you is that was a baby step instead of a full step, because I know it's all to set up Blade, because there's going to be blood and stuff everywhere. So
Maybe. It's Disney.
I think Disney's letting it
Are
happen.
they going to let it go R?
I think
or are they
it
going to let
has
it
to.
PG-13?
It has to go R, because watching what they did to Carter
Oh,
and
yeah,
Professor
yeah.
X.
But it was still a sharp cut.
That because it's baby steps. That's my point. A full step, you would have saw a blood hit. Just a little blood hit, you know what I mean? A full step. I think it was baby steps. They were cutting cameras, and I just wanted a full step, a little bit more madness. That's the only thing I could really take away from this movie. I got it when she was chasing them down the corridor, and the cameras, I saw the scary, and I was like, okay.
But that was 80s scary.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That was 1980s.
That's my point. So I was
Yeah.
expecting more of a footprint where something rolled.
Where else they could have gone? Where else?
That battle that they had,
Open it up. Widen the camera
cameras.
view.
Stop
Stop the
cutting it
close-ups and the
cut-
cuts.
You know what they did to Professor X was clean, but as soon as they did it, camera cut, boom.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. That was beautiful.
It was
That
beautiful, but
Yeah.
it was still
Still clean,
light
super
fair.
clean. Yeah.
It was light fair.
It was super
Yeah.
clean, and I Disney's the #1 censor, and they're taking the Band-Aid off. So I think this is very hard work for them taking the Band-Aid off.
It shouldn't be hard work. Do the film.
That was my
Soft
problem.
is soft, man.
Yeah.
I don't like soft.
That was
I
my
don't-
problem. It wasn't a real footstep.
Your lady should be soft.
So it was-
not your content and your words.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It
That's
was
just-
Doctor
yeah.
Strange without the madness to me,
Yeah.
and that was my only
So they should
problem.
have just called it Doctor Strange Multiverse.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
There it is. Because that
Unless there's a next movie to this.
not
Well, it's all going to follow itself up.
like her.
There's
climbing-
more.
Her coming out the mirror. I was like, I get it. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool. It was fun. It was more fun than scary.
I had fun.
Yeah, I had
That's what
fun.
I had fun.
I
I
had
enjoyed
fun,
it. Yeah.
and that's when I was like,
I didn't leave damaged. I needed to leave damaged.
that's all I was
Yes,
saying.
yeah.
That was my
I
take.
needed
Where
to leave that place damaged. I was more satisfied with Wanda, her thing and everything, but I
Exactly.
wanted to go like, oh wow, she's lost her freaking mind.
Oh, the dark side wasn't really that dark.
it was shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think the same because after WandaVision, I was hoping that she'd be a little darker. But knowing that, I mean, she still has the good in her, but I was kind of reading up on the House of M. I really want to see unhinged. I do not care. It is what it is. What happened. Just kind of like a no humanity side of Wanda. I think she's still like she's still holding on to like her phase 3, phase 2 Wanda.
She's in between.
And I think that's more of like a creative choice, just so it's not like such a harsh thing for like people who are kind of casual viewers to digest. But I was gonna say like something when you were mentioning about like going darker. I think they're already doing it, you know. Especially, I mean, I know we're gonna get into this later, but just quick mention like with Moon Knight, I was surprised. But on how they can go a bit darker and they manage it well. So I'm really excited to see, because I know she signed a contract for 7 more years with Disney. Just to see her go full darker. I hope that they go like they're more bold about it next time. But I guess like I was satisfied, like you guys said, satisfied. But I'm excited to see her go dark.
Do you think that they wrapped her up too quick? Because she got conscious at the end of the movie. Like, she realized, oh, I'm doing wrong.
That
Shut it
Wanda
all down.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That Wanda did.
And she killed herself.
The
Well,
multiverse.
I don't think she's dead.
Oh, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
the
But
multiverse is still split.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But that was the strong one of all strong at the time. At this time.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, absolutely. Because she could have pissed that lady, the other one, off so much that she's going to flip out. And
Yeah.
That's
hold
what
on,
I
wait a
was
minute,
like,
wait a
where's
minute, wait a
her
minute, wait a minute,
powers?
wait a minute.
But there's
wait a
need
minute.
for her
Hold
to
on, wait,
flip out
hold
because
on.
she has her children.
Hold on,
course.
no,
Yeah.
no.
But
Maybe these are the children
Um,
that are going to be young Avengers. Those
no,
boys.
yeah, they're in there
No,
somewhere.
no, no,
Either
I'm
way, they're
just
going to
saying-
pull them
I
from
know
the
that, but I'm
multiverse.
saying
Specifically
that those
that-
particular
those
two.
particular two, because of what happened, she was in her head about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they're going to do like the book. They take the boys away. They disappeared at the train. I don't think they're going that
Yeah.
route because it's already laid out and Marvel's doing the way Marvel does it.
Yeah.
But my point is that she wrapped it up so quick.
Yeah.
So do you think that we'll get that darkness sometime soon? Because at the end, it was like, you know what, I'm wrong. I see it. Thank you, Strange. Building it, come down. It's over.
Yeah, that was one of the parts of the movies where I wish they didn't. like I understand because it's, you know, Disney, family friendly brand, and that's why I assume they did it, you know, because it's also like very satisfying to have like a conclusion. But I think they shouldn't have, personally. And I think it was, I don't want to go as far to say it's a mistake, but like I was saying, I think
It was a mistake.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, that's just how I see it. Just because I have to mention again, like Moon Knight. It's like you just did it, and I know this was filmed, you know, like years ago, and maybe it was like still in that mindset. But I mean, she's one of the most powerful characters
And
ever.
Disturbed.
And Disturbed, exactly.
Chaos driven. Like,
And she got
needs to be shown.
where she went nuts was the Darkhold
thank you.
corrupted her.
Yes.
Now, the other Wandas, we don't know. She destroyed every Darkhold in every universe, right?
Yes, that's what she said. Yeah.
Okay, but so we don't know if another Wanda has read the Darkhold, or if another Wanda's just going to go off pure emotion. I don't know, but
I was thinking something that just came up is like, I was thinking where the other Wanda had kind of darker hair, like the older Wanda, like maybe like her hair is kind of like, I don't know, like her mental state. And I think like she's progressively like going brighter, maybe just because like the chaos inside of her is building.
That's a great observation, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just came to me because I was thinking of like Phase 2 Wanda, and where, you know, to the point where she was scared of the Ultron robots, and Hawkeye was trying to give her a pep talk. And now, like with the power that she has, I was like, even with Doctor Strange, I feel like they kind of stepped into the Disturbed, like they played a lot of it with Doctor Strange and his other variants. And so I was like a little confused as to why they didn't, like they did go that way with Wanda, but I wanted to see like a lot more chaos, like with her and the people that she already had like familiar, friendly relationships with.
everybody she cared about is gone.
It's dead.
Yeah,
They're gone.
it's true.
And you have to check the timeline. I don't know what was going. Well, nothing. Hawkeye, the timeline didn't split.
Nobody matters. at
But
this
I'm
point
saying
in time for her.
during this time split, I mean, in the shadow of the multiverse, Hawkeye wasn't around. Tony's dead. Thor, we'll find out where he was
Yeah.
during Love and Thunder, and just trying to figure out where everybody was to know how something affected. That's why certain people didn't show up, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, they were in the multiverse, going from place to place. They weren't on 616,
True.
so everything that transpired outside went outside.
I also think that they've tried to fit in like 3 individual stories all mixed into one.
3 stories.
The Wanda pretty much, like, you know, she's over it.
Mm-hmm.
You're also talking about the story of Strange, the way he's finding his path and finding what makes him happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have America, who's also discovering what it takes for her to be able to use her powers.
Then they had to introduce her
So
now.
it's like they gave you a lot of information
Which
in
why
one movie.
you couldn't do Wanda full.
Yeah, you couldn't go
Well,
all
it's a
out on
progressive
Sonny
story.
Boy.
You in order to even put Wanda's head on the chopping block, you have to have established everybody. Professor X, Namor, all the teams, everything. So maybe Wanda, this might be her first round because she's got a 7-picture deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it has to be.
And so 3 years through that could take you 10 years down the road. Then they'll end up killing her. Or something will happen way, way back. But in order for her to say no more mutants, we have to have the mutants.
Yes.
So we
that's-
have
you
a,
have to get
Yes.
to that point.
yeah, so maybe that's why they're going to draw her story out. Got more?
As you guys know, anytime you guys send me messages on my Instagram, I try to reply to everybody, and I love hearing everybody's opinions on everything. And sometimes we argue, but it's all good. I had a lot of people, as far as like the Hispanic community, that were hitting me up. They were mad. They're mad about America Chavez.
Mad because of what?
So the way they described it to me was, they said that the representation of the movie where
That word.
she gets taken away from her parents, they said that was like also a representation of like the kids being taken away from their parents at the border. So and again, this is the internet of people trying to connect everything, right? I was like, all right, I get it, sure. I said, next, what's up? And they're like, are you kidding me? They gave her Chavez. Chavez, the only famous name that they know of ours, because Julio Cesar Chavez was like the Mexico's champion boxer, right? So that was number 2.
Yo.
Number 3, I think I sent you the picture, right? Of the
Yo, listen to me.
They said this is the best
I
one.
just want to get up, man.
They said no, this is the best one. They said they literally made a Hispanic superhero, and they gave her the powers to go through borders.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
To chop through borders.
Yo. I cannot laugh at this.
No, but
Listen to. Go ahead.
but
One, two,
it's real.
ahead.
All right.
It's totally. And I was like, okay. And that's when I stopped for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's plausible. You could, but okay.
I mean, and this is why I was like, look, but the character has been there forever.
She's been around since 2011.
I
Correct.
thought it was 2007.
She has 2 separate origins,
Right.
sorta.
Yes.
But it's so funny how you can't even make a movie because
And here they come.
people are going to attack it. Like, bro, we're just watching a movie. We're having fun. It's a good movie. I mean, I like this.
America's
I know
look,
plenty of people that jumped the border. We
Yo.
got powers.
it has nothing to do with the border because her first, what is the place called? Where she's from is not even she's not even from 616. She's from a universe outside of our universe. And it was called the Utopian Parallel. That's what it was called.
Yes.
And in the Utopian Parallel, females, I think it might be all female,
It was
but they
all
can
female.
procreate,
it was all
right?
females, yeah.
And black holes will come in to devour the place. She's involved with the demiurge. The demiurge is where all of the gods get their powers. All of them. She connected with the demiurge some kind of way, and that's where her powers came from. Her parents sacrificed themselves, her mothers, to save her galaxy. When that happened, she freaked out, punched through, went on about her business. Her power set is pretty much that of Superman,
Thank you.
besides the fact that she can
She
parallel
jumped, yeah.
through universes and timelines. She had a sister, and her sister told her that they were not from the Utopian Parallel. The Utopian Parallel was not a universe. It was a experimental facility that they were on.
Exactly.
Her mothers were scientists. They were experimenting to cure her of a disease that she had. I forgot the name of the disease, but they were also experimenting on countless young ladies that had been kidnapped or whatever. And when they decided to escape, they freed all the girls. They took off. The one mother blew up the facility. I think she had a grenade or something, if I remember reading it right. When I saw it,
Yeah.
she had a grenade, sacrificed herself. And so everybody else is trying to leave, run out. You know, she had the babies, and she's running and running. And the guy, Gage, I think it was his name, the crazy guy that owned the facility, shot her mother in the head. And that freaked her out or something. And then her sister, she was trying to punch through, and she lost her sister through a hole. And that trauma is what made her make up that story about her
That
being
never
from
happened.
another universe.
Wow.
Yes.
So where these people
She's
are
from
coming
here.
with all of that craziness is insane. Now the other thing is she, from when she thought she was from another universe, because she looked like Puerto Rican, so she hung out with the Puerto Rican community, but she is Puerto Rican. She's
Yeah.
not
You guys-
Mexican.
She's not even Mexican.
She's not Mexican.
That's the crazy part.
And so when
Did y'all not see
it's
the jacket?
listening- yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true.
But exactly.
But they don't see that. That's just a
Right.
star for.
I
America.
remember they were bitching because she was too light.
Yeah.
Yo,
And,
so, but
and
the
this
thing
and that.
about it,
In America,
man.
America is deep. So America is 15 years old in this one. When she was with the Young Avengers, I think she's 6 feet tall. By the time she got to the Young Avengers, she was only 17 years old. She's not grown. She's just thick. And boom, she's got Superman-like powers. Like she could take Thor down.
Dude, she beat up.
Wanda.
She beat up the Ultimates.
She couldn't take. She kicked
She beat
the
up the
Ultimates,
Ultimates, bro.
Yeah.
That's Black Panther. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she could take Captain Marvel down.
Blue Marvel.
Marvel.
That dude is basically Superman. She demolished them because they were getting on her nerves.
Yeah.
Man.
America, her punch
a good woman.
that she has is phenomenal, but she's just discovering her powers in Doctor Strange. But she also has the stomp that she does, and that stomp is like Hulk's clap.
Yeah.
But it can also stomp through the universes and the timelines, and where they got this border stuff and all that is
Bro,
freaking.
listen, man.
No, it's everybody wants to connect it to something controversial.
My thing is, bro. Wow.
Everybody wants something to argue about or something to say, and I was like, yo, I cannot wait to bring this up.
Wow.
I was like, as soon as I tell the guys, I cannot wait what they have to say about this one. I'm like, but we're not mad at you. It's I love your opinions. Thank you for telling me. I mean,
I'm disappointed.
That's what I'm
mad.
here for. I'm here to
disappointed.
listen.
The only thing I'm disappointed is I don't have my jar of straws.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some straws. And I'm
Bro.
gonna start handing them. Hey, here you go. Wow, that's
You
wow.
criticizing her name and where she's from.
Her
Like,
color,
where were you
skin
at?
tone.
Hold on.
Skin
Where
tone.
were
Everything.
these people at when the comic book dropped?
They were nowhere around.
That's the time to criticize.
Because that's what I said.
And
I was
like-
I said, well, did you read the comic book?
Nope.
Have you seen? It's like since when
Man,
she's been out.
check
They're
this
like,
out.
Well, no, she's a new character. I said no.
Everybody keeps saying, and
No,
everybody
she's not.
keeps talking about her skin complexion. There are 4 to 5 different artists that worked on her. She looks different every time. So which Chavez they chose is the one they chose. She can be almost a little bit lighter than me. Dude, please leave her alone. Please don't talk crazy
And leave
about
that child alone, that actress.
Like,
Yeah.
border jumpers. Like, is that what
And
we doing?
And you know what? I did read a
Self-hatred is what we doing?
I didn't
Is
read
that what
the whole article about it, but you know how you were mentioning, Jay, those little news or like gossip things that pop out on Facebook. It was like, all right, America Chavez or whatever. Now the actress is gonna speak out, and I'm like, dude.
There's nothing to speak out about.
But I guess you have to still address these people, and that's what this comes down to, honestly. Like, what it comes down to is, what do you do when you're literally doing everything right? She made the movie. She wanted to be an actress. She went and did the job,
Right.
and still got attacked.
Yeah.
If you're not a Marvel fan, I don't
It's not
want
that
to
she's out doing all this crazy stuff.
That's societal. That's a
That's
societal.
what I said. If you're not
problem.
a Marvel fan, no.
It's not even that. I'm talking about
are regular
attacking a child because she took on the role of a fictional character.
Here's where the contradiction comes back to. People want to be represented, but then the second that they are, they're mad about it. Because it wasn't done the way that they wanted it.
Then go represent
So
yourself in
it's
Hollywood
like-
and get yourself an acting job and quit playing around. All this representation and I'm
It's
good,
like a
man.
snake eating itself. I mean, how
Yeah.
are you gonna at the same
Dumb.
time be mad about representation?
Dumb.
I mean, first off, it's not even about that. It's a movie. It's escapism.
It's a
You're
freaking movie.
Listen,
Exactly.
I came out and I was like, man, that was dope. And everybody's
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about?
I know.
Totally.
All the movie is
I was
letting
like,
you
wait,
know.
what?
All the movie doing is letting you know that there are people in this world of other backgrounds
Is it
that
really?
have powers.
Is it really?
That's
is
it.
The movie is about their comic
No,
books.
but no. What I'm saying to you,
That's it.
when somebody like Chavez, that just shows you that power is not limited to color or
You
whatever.
know what I'm saying? Those movies are about their comic books. Full stop.
That's my point.
It ain't got nothing to do with
But that's-
nobody's
But now-
race,
but we have
nobody's
to.
creed.
Now
But you're missing what I'm saying. That's my point. It's just saying
Morons,
that
man.
power goes to anybody. is what I'm
No,
saying.
but
It
you
doesn't-
said that's what the movies are about. They're not about that. They're about their
You're
comic
right.
books.
You're right. What I'm saying
that's
is,
it.
but when you
Everybody
see
else
them-
is projected onto it. When everybody saw Black Panther and lost their damn minds, remember I told you, I'm like, dude, Wakanda's not a real place. It's a movie, but every brother was Wakanda. I feel good. I feel good, bruh. It's a movie from a comic book.
Absolutely.
Where was your pride 2 weeks before that movie came out?
Yeah.
Where was this person's gay happiness or LGBTQ, them, they, those, whatever the hell they want to be called before America Chavez was lesbian? You exist in your own skin. That's where I'm at. It's a movie. It's a freaking movie. That's what it is. And now they border jumpers and
It's just
and
ego.
and what was the other part? She was jumping borders and
She was jumping borders.
She was. Her parents looked like they left her at the border.
No,
No, it
she
was
was
something
taken away
else.
from her parents.
taken away from her
parents.
parents.
She took away Chavez's last name, the boxer.
The box.
And then that's why I was like, wait. First I was like, okay, no, I get what you're saying. But then the more I kept hearing it, I was like, all
That's
right.
the same thing.
You
Remember in,
guys are completely just messing with me at this point.
what was that? Black Dynamite.
You said melt. What else melts in your mouth?
M&M.
Exactly. And who makes M&M?
Mars Candy Company make it.
And
Candy.
Mars.
The Roman god of war.
Who is the Greek god of war?
Ares.
You take Mars, spell it backwards, drop the S.
Ram is the zodiacal sign for Ares. Ares' half-sister is Athena.
Now you get
Athena, the capital of Greece.
zodiacal astronomy was created by the Greeks in
785 BC. 785 is the area code to Topeka, Kansas.
Take that, spell it backwards, drop the S.
Snake Doctor, yeah!
Yes, who is the Greek demigod of medicine?
Asclepius, of course. Asclepius is staff.
What legend involving snakes is in both Greek and Roman mythology?
Apollo.
Yeah.
Apollo slew the serpent at Delphi. A big-ass snake.
And what, brothers, is the biggest snake in the world?
The South American anaconda.
Anaconda malt liquor.
Anaconda malt liquor gives you.
Woo!
And who else is famous for?
Woo! Little Richard.
So, what they really saying is,
Anaconda malt liquor gives you.
what is another word for Richard? Anaconda malt liquor gives you a little.
Shut up.
It was stupid. Like, yo, man, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yes.
Immediately, yes.
Moon Knight, because
Amazing.
I can't with these people. Who wants it first? Who wants it first?
Could I?
There you go. Get them.
I have to say, I absolutely loved it. I was shocked. These past few, like when I watched WandaVision, then I watched Moon Knight, and I was kind of, I'll admit, kind of bored with WandaVision. Moon Knight immediately captivating because all you have to do is just read the description and you have an idea of what to look for, you know, and you're immediately thrown into, you know, Stephen Grant and his mundane everyday life, and it's not even like a slow start. Like I feel like it's a very, like I was commenting earlier, like if you've watched Daredevil, it just kind of sucks you in. It's like, okay, what's going on? Is he talking to his mother? Is his mother dead? Well, you understand he has dissociative identity disorder if you read the you know, which most people do, I assume. You don't know.
Don't assume that.
Not like you.
Don't assume that.
So immediately it's like, okay, detective mode on. Is his mother even real? Spoiler alert. Well, she's dead.
That's not true. That's not true. Mother is alive. You say that again, I will freak out. I promise.
And I kind of already, I was already thinking that, you know. And then when he starts, when he goes to bed, and when I really wasn't even sure. I'm still kind of not sure what's going on there. Like if he was like jumping to different places, or if that had to do like with his Moon Knight power.
When?
When he just chained himself to the
Chained
bed.
himself to the bed.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
like
know
when
who
he
he was going to be. So
Yeah, okay.
if he woke up in the middle of the night and he was another personality, because that was Steven chaining himself to the bed.
Steven was trying to control because he had no idea about Mark.
No, and Mark,
So-
you know, he'd get up and end up, you know, in Cleveland somewhere, wouldn't know what the heck
Steven
had
thought
happened.
he was in control. And
So he
wasn't.
started connect, you know, locking his leg down.
Yeah, and just I thought it was brilliant because even the pacing, everything, like the 5th episode, the asylum episode, love that episode. When you're,
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
when you really just get digging deep, and when Steven finds out that he wasn't in control this entire time, because I feel like as a viewer, you're watching and you think Steven's in control too. It's like, oh, who's this Mark dude? I love how they waited to kind of give his backstory, just to give it more meaning, because as you're going through the first few episodes, it's like, okay, like who's this Mark dude? He seems kind of evil, you know, like what's this all about? And like the Ethan Hawke's character, forgetting his name, but
Glass Shoe Man, that's what I call him.
yes, oh that
The last shoe.
that
Glass
opening
Shoe Man.
scene hurt my heart. I was like, ooh.
Glass shoe, man.
Yeah, Harold, I think
yeah.
like something like that, yeah. And just seeing him kind of be right all the time, I was kind of questioning too. I was like, I know you're a bad guy, but what is this all about, you know? And just like getting into the 5th episode, and that's where I was talking about darker, like finding out his mom was beating him up and everything.
His mom was vicious.
Yeah,
She was
Dude, I
angry.
was scared to see that.
Yeah.
I
She
was
was
like, are
angry,
they
though.
gonna show that?
like
Even the implied, the way they implied it,
Yeah.
went harder than what they did in Doctor Strange.
yeah.
Exactly.
I
The
thought-
implications of it, because she didn't do anything,
Yeah.
but it was
Well,
I
like,
You
felt
got-
like,
do
oh
y'all
my
remember,
God, I
though?
felt it.
That, like we were talking about earlier, Doctor Strange to me, I mean, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight has the same cinematography as Daredevil. It's almost exactly
shot it the same way. Yeah.
Like the pacing, story, like it was pretty much in that dark, like the room, even the lighting was kind of the same
Yeah.
throughout the whole show.
I got
So
you.
it
Yeah.
has that same feeling. So that grittiness was not surprising to me because it's a TV show.
it's still Disney.
Moon
Still
Knight, but
Disney.
listen, when they picked up Daredevil and they picked up Punisher and they put it in the same category, I didn't expect anything less from the TV show.
True.
I didn't expect anything less from the TV show, but
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
I'm
like
sorry.
Oscar Isaac's performance, you know, like I mean, and just being able to do both, like that was
Brilliant.
like brilliant. Yes, but especially in the scene where like Mark is like, "Don't go in there. I don't want to relive that." I was crying. I was like, "This is intense," and just like the way he's able to immediately shift. You know, like I don't know too much about like the disorder or what the community has to say about it. I'm not even gonna go into that. I just thought it was like a great perspective, and especially like I think it was in the 6th episode when he decided to go back even though he was in paradise. I thought that was a beautiful moment.
He went back for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, to save himself, blend
Mm-hmm.
himself. Yeah, that was absolutely.
You know,
brilliant.
and knowing that, you know, he's been they were at conflict in the beginning, and you know, oh, I want to take control, this and that. It was just a tug of war.
That's why their skills were imbalanced.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why the skills weren't balanced.
I thought it was beautiful when he went back, and then and even Khonshu, like I thought like he was a bad guy at the beginning.
Khonshu was very chill.
Very chill, definitely.
He is.
No,
No, in this,
In this episode, yeah.
I'll get
in
you.
this, he was very chill. No, I say it like that because he's not a chill person,
Yeah,
spirit, but he was very chill.
yeah.
Yeah, and just especially with like I love like the external. Like I remember on the last time we filmed, I was talking about how I wanted to see more, I guess like darker, like philosophical topics, kind of like. And I loved how like the undertones was like where Hera was prejudging people, like even if they were to do something, they haven't done it yet, but you know they can see the future, and like that was like Amit's whole thing.
Yeah.
And just having that, like those two opposite sides, and just kind of just having you thinking like, well, you know, what is right? Like, for example, like if somebody, like knowing what we know now, like being able to eliminate an evil person, like would you do it or would you not? You know, are people actually guilty or are they not? I just thought it was a masterpiece, beautiful. I loved it. Even I was very worried. I get worried nowadays just with female characters, the way they portrayed Layla. Once again,
beautiful.
she
I
didn't have
loved her.
to. She didn't have to be independent. She didn't have to be holding a sign. You
Just
know,
show up.
exactly.
That's all she did.
Yeah.
And they did the work. They did the background. You know, like in the second episode, I believe, or the 3rd episode when she's getting her passport, and that's all they needed. That one scene to show you she's not just some random woman you can pick off the street. She's been in the black market. She knows her stuff. So you can immediately assume, okay, she's come across bad people. She knows how to fight. She knows how to handle herself. Done.
Yeah, she's been to Madripoor. When the lady said to her, you know, your mom, there's something about her hanging out in Madripoor over there. That's a vicious place. We're in the place that was in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I mean, I wouldn't know that. I haven't watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, but
No, I love that she finally got powers too. She's somebody's avatar.
yeah. I thought it was cute too. Well, where with the hippo goddess.
Oh man, yeah, pretty much.
I thought that was one of the coolest parts of the whole show. Like just her personality.
I just loved how she was like, "Hi, hey guys."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like to play on the Egyptian history and to see it physically and to see it really play out. Because in most movies, you don't get to see them with their deities and their gods, and you don't get to see them like that and their responses and how she was just interacting. I just thought that was super cool.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a great interpretation of her. She's the goddess of what is it, mothers and children, protector of children.
Yeah, fertility. Yeah.
You know, another thing, do you remember he's fighting 3 guys on the roof? And it was a young guy that he didn't hit. He had a jean jacket on, right? And then he cut himself and fell. On the back of his jacket was Ramatut. The shape of his head and everything on the back of that guy's jean jacket. That's Kang. That's Kang. So when the gods said the reason that they went to the overvoid, I don't know if you caught.
Return from the opulence of the overvoid before you lose this realm.
The overvoid is where the gods, it's like a pyramid, it's out of our dimension. So for instance, when Thanos snapped, they didn't disappear because they're out of our dimension. That's where all those gods are. When they said that,
we have not abandoned humanity. They abandoned us.
Because when Ramatut came, they worshiped him. And they left. So it's going to tie back into more. Thanos is nothing. Kang is very dangerous. And when you watch Loki, you'll get it. And I really want to hear your reaction of what you see when it wraps itself up, because it was scary.
That funeral scene, because we talked about
Oh,
it.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was powerful.
And so I caught it, and I was almost surprised that I caught it, and I shouldn't have been, but I was. So when he was drinking and he walks off, he's going through his emotions. He's talking to him. I think it's Marcus on the, supposedly you think it's Marco on the ground, and it's Steven talking to him. And then he switches into Mark. So if Steven's talking and he switches into Mark, who was he when he was drinking?
It was Jake.
Exactly my point.
Exactly.
No, that's my point.
The cab was
most
around
people
the
didn't,
corner.
but most people didn't catch it.
But he
That's
does-
No,
what,
I know. Well, I'll tell you exactly
Yeah.
what they didn't catch.
I didn't catch
that's what.
I'll
That's
tell you what you
They-
didn't catch.
That's my point.
They
They
It
didn't
was
catch him
him
in the
in the
hospital.
cab,
They
yeah.
didn't catch him in the hospital.
I mean, they must pay you a lot of money in this. I feel like $1 million. Never felt so good. I'm gonna see myself out. Thank you.
That was Jake.
That's
That
true,
was
that's
Lockley.
true.
So
Yeah.
Jake was. That's why I
He
said
was
Jake
always
was
there.
Jake was always there. That
Yeah.
point right there, I caught it. And I'm
Yep.
like, you can't turn into somebody if the other person is standing there.
Yeah,
And
right.
like, who did you turn? Who'd you change from?
Well, it's
Jake
the
was
same
there.
thing. Remember when they were like beating up a bunch of people and then they stopped and they're like, "Well, who did that? Was it you, Mark? No. Was it you? No. That
So I
and
was-
he's
Yeah,
the cab
on
driver.
the roof.
On the rooftop when
But
he
and the other
also
time at the beginning, remember he was standing there. I was like, what the hell happened? That was,
That's why they were like, "Oh yeah,
Jake's
well,
vicious.
Jake
They
is
said
my favorite.
Khonshu
Yeah.
has to set us free,
Jake is the
and that's why
reason.
he says, "Well, I don't think he really knows just how troubled his mind really is, because he still has them." 'Cause
Exactly.
So
He was in the front seat, and then he just went.
What do you think that Jake was when he was going to paradise, so to speak? Where was Jake in that sequence? Because there's only 2 hearts.
Well, Jake is an outlier. Mark and Steven had to balance themselves. And once they came in line, it's how many? It's 4? Well, Moon Knight, I won't count Moon Knight as a 4 personality. So once Mark and Steven became balanced and in line, now he's a split personality. Mark and Steven are Moon Knight.
Gotcha. So you're saying
Jake
that Jake was
is-
on the
Jake is the other.
he's on
yeah.
the back. So, especially
yeah.
if you don't know, you can't even
If he
count
didn't
that.
know, he was out of whack.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
once those 2 came together, now you got 2 personalities that make one solid personality that is split by Jake. But those 2 can I don't know about this. Can Jake affect Moon Knight's behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
has to. Yeah.
He can.
Absolutely. I'm
think
wondering.
they fight better.
'Cause you know what Jake is Moon Knight? It's when he has the and I don't know if they're gonna do this. When he has the insane asylum, he has the bag over his head with the 2 holes in it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
him. So when he has the bag over his head,
Yes,
he has a
thank you.
bag with a C on it.
Yeah.
And the 2 holes in it.
All I kept seeing was the unknown comic.
Yeah,
It's an old dude from
that's
from Gong
when
Show.
Jake
Yeah.
takes over.
Okay.
Jake is so bad that Jake went to prison one time he put himself in prison because some woman said that her husband said when he gets out he's going to take his daughter, and the Avengers were hunting him down. Jake went to prison, beat everybody down. Like, they knew he really has that Batman aura when he talks to criminals. Like, you don't get to see it in this, but when he talks to criminals and Jake's talking to criminals, there is a fear like no other, and he doesn't hide it. It's scary. Like, it's scary, and that's the dark that we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's, if there had been a Jake episode, it would have been bad, bro.
Game over.
It would have been bad.
I was just excited. I was like, damn it, I gotta wait for the next episode. I'm like, I can't watch it already. But I can't wait.
It's funny because okay,
I love the way they ended it.
I was just thinking too, like connecting, like when you were talking about like the whole representation thing. It's like I feel like here you can't even get mad at that just because
there's so many.
Exactly. It's like, oh,
Who
you
do you
speak
get mad at?
Spanish. Oh, okay, you know, but also like that one scene where Layla saves the little girl. I feel like that's all you should need. I feel like that should be the expectation.
Yeah.
You know, that should.
That
be
was,
it.
and she asked her if she was an Egyptian hero.
They didn't make it too much of a big deal out of it. That was it. She said, "Yeah, finish." Period.
Yeah, and she just kind of chilled.
Can I say how amazing his suit is? And I thought
Right
if
here.
Spawn had this technology, the way it rap, and that's just TV. That's another thing. It's just on TV. This is not even on the big screen. The way he changed in and out, and Mr. Knight, him fighting
I love
for the
both
first
of
time.
those suits.
When Mr. Knight fought for the first time, he was like, "I got this." You know, like, I was like, I'm a big fan of Mr. Knight. I am, because he is a gentleman's chaos. There's he'll throw a bomb, fix his tie, walk off, the whole building blows up. That's how Steven is. Like, it's gonna be one of the coolest roller coasters you've ever been on.
Like
so excited.
Conchi was like, I'm not talking to you. You're the idiot one. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, we're a bundled deal now, so you're gonna have to talk to the both of us.
I respect that.
And Conchu is kind of selfish himself. You know, there's a lot going on with those gods that'll have to be rectified. You know,
I still did love the way that he was represented, though. How he punishes the evil and the people that do bad, but he doesn't go as far as trying to kill somebody because if they thought they were going
Right.
to do something.
Right.
You know, you have
Yeah.
to commit it, and then he comes for you.
they did him well too.
Yeah,
He looked really
real
good.
good.
He looked
really
just like the comic books.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
that's
dude,
what got
you
me
couldn't miss
excited.
It was
just like the comic book.
it was flawless, bro.
That was one of the best parts, seeing the, like you were saying, just seeing the gods actually represented, and the contrast between Harrow and Moon Knight fighting, and then having
Outside.
Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yes, and then having Ahmed and Khonshu. It was great. I love that, and just seeing them, they got bigger, didn't they? They just kept getting bigger. I
It was
like,
large as Giza as a pyramid. It was
It
gigantic.
was taller than the pyramid.
Yeah,
it was
it
taller
was
than
gigantic. The more souls she ate, the bigger she got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, did any of those people that got their souls taken, they just died, right?
They're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the little purple thingies.
They
that
didn't
were
go
going
back.
in there.
They
Yeah,
ain't
she
going back.
was eating
Yeah.
a lot of souls,
Yeah,
man.
she was like, let's purify Cairo.
Oh, another episode that got me is when he was moving the stars back in time.
Yeah.
I thought that was so beautifully
Yeah.
played out, man. Like
Yeah.
they were, and I like how the rest of the world could see it. Not like it was just in like this void, and where they were hiding it. Like the whole world saw that. And Marvel's very good for letting you know that the whole world can see what's going on, opposed to just keeping it in this itty bitty little living space.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
think, like, as a viewer, that's when you start understanding more about Khonshu's like motivations, because he already knows. He's already saying, he was already warned before that the gods would put him in stone, and he knew it was gonna happen. He said, you mess with the sky again, like, this is your last warning. He did it anyways because it was that important to him. Or at least that side to him where he's gonna punish you when you've committed the act, not you thinking of committing the act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated the whole everything was dope on there.
That's
Amazing.
my favorite show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glued to Moon Knight.
I'm still gonna edge it out with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
People sleeping on it.
I'm still edging because Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm sorry, y'all. Like
Falcon and Winter Soldier is too much for people.
Man,
Yeah,
listen
it is.
to me. Look,
Too much. Now let me say something real fast. That one is what is that thing that Martha was talking about when people are looking for a racial thing to add
Yeah.
on to it. It's
was
built.
all there.
It's there, but it's built on historical events. Nobody's making up the fact that during that time they experimented on brothers for
Yeah,
syphilis
that was-
or anything.
That was in history books.
Like-
And but I think it's either people's lack of understanding of history or their ignorance or their denial of it that they didn't catch that and kind of become better, to understand that they did that and that there were brothers that people experimented on to get the super soldier serum.
Yeah, because they
which
wanted
is
to
accurate
know.
source,
Right.
historical
Just wanted to
history.
know
They've
why
done
their
that with all
lessons-
kind of
Yeah.
medicine. Yeah,
And
they've done it
developed like
with on women. They've experimented on
yeah.
women so that some of the surgeries that they have now on reproductive organs were experimented on women because on African descendants just because they could.
Peace in the
You know,
body,
sterilization.
taking
I think
all
they
that.
sterilized women in Virginia,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it was some ill stuff that was going
Bro,
on out there.
that
Man.
show. That's what I'm saying. Because those two were my least favorite characters, but how they portrayed and came across, even the U.S. agent, I rock with him. How that played out from the Disney shows that came out, that's number one for me.
So what
I have to watch that one for sure.
You
But
guys,
I think here's the thing though.
Yes.
That one is not gonna be like action. It's kind of like one of those shows that you gotta watch, but you have to just like listen to everything so that it.
You know what that
because
one is?
It just it all
She's right.
connects.
You're right. What that is, so we have the multiverse. That's where everything just took place out there. Then we have Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy out there doing their thing in our reality, but further away from the planet. Then Falcon and Winter Soldier is literally what's going on the ground with humanity. That's what that
which is amazing.
So all the superhero stuff, the people pow, pow, pow. What happened to you and I when the snap happened?
That's the human representation.
Right.
Right.
So when
guest
Yelena
appearances.
when Yelena got blipped and she walked out, remember I think she went to the house to turn the girl with the
With the gas.
the gas.
Yeah.
And they went in and they fought. There was two of them. They fought like tooth and nails against this girl. They finally gassed her. She went in the bathroom, washed her face, and boom, boom. And when she came back, the girl that she went to go, that was trying to kill her, now had a child and a husband.
yeah.
And she was like, what the hell? And she didn't know where her sister was. That was, okay, hold on. I want to get this right. Yeah, that was her blip. And then you saw Black Widow,
Yes.
right? So at the end, when Val, because I don't remember all her names, came and told her, did you see Hawkeye?
No.
Hold up. Wait.
So the lady that came at the end, and when Val was at the funeral, at her sister's gravestone, that gave her that, you might want to watch Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But also, that
She's
same
everything.
woman is in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The cameos in Falcon and Winter Soldier, there's
No.
like 4.
Yeah, now the point of that
matter.
is Thunderbolts. There's another team coming.
That's what I'm saying. All these
It's
shows.
a lot
Which
going
attached,
All these
attaches
shows
to Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. So if I know you're busy, you got stuff to do, but stop missing them. Just because you want to see, you like the Avengers, you'll see Hawkeye. It's one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life. We talked about it. You talk about changing the perspective of the Battle of New York. Oh,
That was one of the it
best things I ever
literally
saw.
It
Yeah.
literally, when that scene came out, I was like, wow. It's like watching Endgame in a
Somewhere
small
else.
a very small personal space.
Not from the camera's view.
Not
watching it from your view.
Yeah.
It was good.
How they jumped around it.
Yeah.
It was like Hawkeye?
Yeah, it's in Hawkeye.
In Hawkeye.
I think it's the first episode.
Yeah, it might be,
Yeah.
but it's so Battle in New York, we're watching and the cameras and stuff like that. Imagine you seeing it with your eyes.
On the street.
Not the camera showing you what was going. It was good. That's all I can say, because otherwise you get in a territory where you start messing stuff up. But that lady that was at the end, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, she's a big character. But you have to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier first.
I learned through WandaVision that anything that you think is boring or is slow, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
This is a lesson.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me go grab some extra popcorn. Let me
sit
see.
here and be bored, but I'm
Yep.
gonna take it in anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it makes
And then
absolute sense.
The best part is if you're starting to pay attention to the stuff that's going on in the background, or with a car passing by or whatever, you'll be like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What was so and so doing over here? And it all of them connect. Everything.
Also, you love Spider-Man, so you saw, was it Far From Home?
Yes.
So you remember the ending?
Yes.
Well, first of all, you got to go back to when Fury and
You talking about it?
Fury and Maria Hill got snapped, right? Then you go to Far From Home, where clearly they had come back, right?
Yeah.
But then you realize that it was Talos and his wife who were
The whole time.
ordering. And then at the end of that, you saw Fury
chilling
up in outer space, remember, at the end credits. So at the end of Wanda, did you see the end credit? Maria Rambeau was in the theater and a lady came and
Yes,
talked to
yes,
her.
yeah.
That's what she was
And then she
talking about.
changed, yeah.
And she goes, who wants to see me? And she went like that. That's Fury up on that space station. He needs her to come up for,
okay.
right? So now you're talking about Secret Invasion. We have a theory. It's all math. I have it. I don't know if they do, but Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think that's part of Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
But you have to watch the thing to get it, because there's something that happened where a particular character got snapped. And the character shows up in this show
out of nowhere,
but is massively powerful and super rich, controlling something that takes a
would've never had
lifetime
the
to
time for
control,
that.
right? And it was 5 years. The snap,
5 years.
5
Yeah,
years
5
from the
years.
snap, between the snap and Falcon and Winter Soldier, 6 months after the blip. You cannot get that rich that fast.
And not move that much power.
Not that amount of power.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion. So it's a lot. Yeah, it's
one thing I did like in Doctor Strange, how they hinted on it. He still remembers Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, but you know how people were confused? People were saying, like, because, you know, everybody's forgetting. Because the whole thing was not to remember who he is. I just like how Strange remembers Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He has the powers of a spider.
And how they made it known that, like, I remember him.
Gross. Does he look like a spider?
No.
Because he didn't talk about any other heroes when they were sitting down eating.
Climbs walls, shoots webs.
Out of his butt?
No.
He let you know that I do remember who this kid is.
Maybe, I don't know.
Super weird.
Did he say Spider-Man or Peter Parker?
He talked about Spider. He said because he had a kid with spider powers.
Right. But he remembers Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But not Peter Parker.
Bazinga!
Damn it.
Yeah.
What universe?
Batman.
It's still Strange is strange when he does his stuff. So he may cast a spell, but leave out that one part so that he can remember in case Peter
Something
needs
needs
him
him, yeah.
or something happens, because he already knows, because he can check the variables of the future and the past. So he may know that kid might need him later on. And the fact that Clea showed up.
Oh, at the end.
Clea showed up, yo.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, we gotta go.
And
He's
that's
like, let's go.
that's his lady. Like,
that's
down
his
the road.
woman,
That's
yeah.
Dormammu's niece. She's from, when she opened that realm, that's the realm where I come to bargain. That's her spot in there. And she talked, it was an incursion.
Yeah.
It was incursion. She took him away. Well, ask him to come with her. That eye creeps me out, dude. I don't
Yes.
like that third eye.
What is up with your eye, G?
This is some fucked up, repugnant shit.
I don't like it. And that also means that he is corrupted by Darkhold.
Oh, he's tapped in.
Yeah.
Well, because the Ancient One was tapped in the same way.
Yeah. And
So
man.
then is he gonna be evil?
Well, the Ancient
Doctor
One
Strange is not evil. He always just walks the wrong
the fine
line.
Like
you
the
know?
Ancient One, she walked that fine line the whole time. I mean, that was the whole premise of the first movie. Like,
No price to pay. We broke our rules just like her. The bill comes due.
You can't help it if you dip and dab in that life.
Look at Wanda. She
Listen,
went
man,
full nutcase.
Listen,
Yeah.
dipping and dabbing, man.
Yeah, you can't play with that stuff. But Doctor Strange has the ability, even though he's arrogant, he does have the gift to kind of control.
To reel it back in.
Yeah, reel it back
Reel
in.
it
That's
back
what
in,
it is.
yep.
Yeah.
And
You
I
can
think that
reel it
was the
back
whole
in.
point of showing all his arrogance throughout the universe.
God, you did Loki.
And to be able to
Finish
reel it
Loki.
back in right then and there.
Oh yeah, and did you? And
Because-
even our new Loki too. Our new Loki is from that new universe or whatever.
Okay, so the kid Loki, that was in. You got to watch it. Anyways, that Loki tried to get America to kill.
That is right.
Wanda's son. Like all of this will come around.
right.
It's not in none of this. It's what happened when the Young Avengers got together, and he was a variant, and blah blah blah, and eventually became sort of okay, but he's still Loki.
Still Loki, bro.
That's the Loki that killed Thor. That young
Kid, right?
kid
Kid
Loki.
Loki killed his Thor, which
Yeah.
he feels bad about.
He feels he
feels incomplete.
Right. So
That's all it is.
so he helps every now and then, but America and he and it's they're building the new thing right up under our noses while still giving us the familiar stuff. So don't give up on him, Loki. Finish Loki.
I will.
And that will help. That will explain where the multiverse split.
Explains everything.
I'm gonna finish that. I'm gonna watch the What Ifs.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch the Eternals. I'm just gonna watch a bunch of stuff and then watch the Multiverse of Madness again.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Right on. Oh, I almost forgot. Martha's doing something special out here.
I sure am.
She's kind of like the what is that? Roving.
I am assuring you
Let 'em know.
the best weekend of your life in Vegas. So here's what I've been doing. If everybody that knows me, you guys know I'm really good at one thing. Party time all the time. All right? If the place is right, you know I'm there. And if the drinks are there, so am I.
Right.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm going around town. I'm trying to find out what are the best atmosphere restaurants. What are your most romantic places? What are the best, like, everything? Can I get the best Chinese food? Should I go play video games at a certain bar? Am I going to go skydiving next week? You never know. That's just what I'm doing nowadays. But guys, I would really appreciate everybody's support. If you guys could just follow me and like. It's called Las Vegas Top 5. It's going to be on my Instagram. I'm going to be having my links from my personal Instagram onto that one. And I'm open to suggestions. Where do you guys think I should go next? What do you guys think I should do next? Anything and everything. I'm open to all.
Should we should we show him something?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that, and we'll be right back on the other side of that.
You guys asked for it, so here it is. My top 5 atmosphere restaurants on the Vegas Strip. Starting at Catch, located inside the Aria. This is a beautiful restaurant. The food is delicious. The place is perfect for any occasion. I would say it's one of the most Instagrammable spots on the Strip. Now let's check out Mayfair, located at the Bellagio. This place truly has it all. Great food, live performances, along with a beautiful view of the Bellagio fountains. It's truly a gem and the place to be. Next up, STK at the Cosmopolitan. The atmosphere in this place is just perfect and a great way to get your Vegas night started. Try a cocktail, maybe have some steak while enjoying music to a live DJ. Either way, it's a great place to be. Now, let's go next door to Beauty in Essex. The entrance to this place is through a secret door located inside a pawn shop. This place is both dark and elegant, and the food is absolutely amazing. Enjoy dining in one of their jewelry box-themed rooms. Simply a great experience. Finally, Tao. This Asian-inspired restaurant located inside the Venetian is the perfect place for any night out. And the best part is, the nightclub is right upstairs.
wait a minute though. We didn't even speak about the fact that the Illuminati had killed Thanos. Just killed him. He was laying over on the side and they had offed him. Or strange it is, somebody did it, and bruh.
Well, look who the squad is.
Okay.
It's
Professor
Black
X.
Bolt.
Oh, Black
Professor
Bolt.
X.
Black Bolt. Yeah, and Anson Mount. Mount did his, man.
He says, yo, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear that. What
Yeah.
rings? What stones? What
Yeah.
gauntlet?
Yeah.
What army?
Reality.
Black Bolt is literally, bro.
He's way ridiculous. Yeah.
You want to talk
Come
about
on,
OP?
man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You stole
You
it
wanna
right out
talk
of my
about
arm.
OP? Yeah.
Black Bolt is ridiculous. So that I thought, like I said, it was very clever to cover his mouth.
For anyone that doesn't know, Black Bolt, I forgot the number, but he debuted in Fantastic Four.
Captain of the Inhumans.
And the Inhumans would probably the television show is not worth watching. It's not worth watching at all with the quality of it. But the same guy that played Black Bolt on the show is the guy that played him in the movies, and he's also on Strange New Worlds, the new Star Trek. He's playing Captain Pike. He's a great actor and a really, really cool dude. The Black Bolt and the Inhumans are human beings who were experimented on by the Kree, which are those blue-skinned people. Ronan, the accuser. Ronan in whatever the heck. What's that? Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are Kree. Kree also, the fair-skinned Kree are the ones in Marvel. The Captain Marvel, Veers hung out with. But they experimented on humans, and the Inhumans became what they are. The Terrigen Mist is what they're exposed to. They're crystals. You drop the crystal, the smoke comes up, you get crystallized, and whatever you come out you have certain powers.
That was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
I
right?
did watch that one.
So they left Earth and went to Atalan, I think is what the place is called. It's their city that they had. It's on the moon. And damn it, I can't even say it.
Nope, because you're talking too much.
I can't say it.
Nope.
I just have to say,
You got to watch the episode.
The coldest line was when she was she asked Reed Richards about if he had kids, and he said, "Oh, okay, you should. I mean, they'll have a mother to raise them." My mouth dropped.
Yeah. Wanda.
I just thought it was so cold.
Yeah. But the mouth cover. And
that was
perfect.
Twilight Zone. It hit me with the Twilight Zone with that little bad kid.
Yeah.
Billy Mooney when he played it. Yeah, yep.
When I was like, wow.
That hurt. That really hurt. Professor X. Can the man live? You know, can Professor X just go on? Yeah, please.
That was the most simple, direct way you can say those X-Men are no more. That's what that was. Yeah,
I have this thought. The cartoon, the 97 or the cartoon X-Men is actually a part of the multiverse as well. Not the stories. I mean, literally the paper cartoon
they're coming
people
in.
Because they turned into paint when they went. They turned into cartoons. They went black and white, like the black and white one from the Spider-Man multiverse.
So
all of that.
I think watching that and them turning into cartoon, Miles is coming through that way.
I hope
That's
so.
how I feel.
I hope so.
He's definitely coming through the
That'll be
paper.
killing me, boy. They hunt for Miles. They
You
just
know
want
I am.
It don't even matter if they put they see a spider that's drawn with some red on it. They're like, ooh, Miles is coming.
Who am I?
That's like Mephisto.
Who
Like
am I?
Mephisto.
But who am I?
He'll show up.
You know, I'm
but
a spider.
The issue is Sony. Crap. That's the problem. That's the roadblock. And when
I got a meeting. I got a meeting with Sony.
You should have.
Don't worry about it.
That's where David is. He's
Yep,
with
he's with
Sony.
Sony.
about
Yeah,
Miles
let's
Morales.
figure it out.
That's where he is.
I mean, I think like with the casting though, it's been around where everybody thought John Krasinski was going to be in it. I mean, it happened. So I feel like anything could happen.
Did they do it just because the fan wanted it?
That's the
And then that Reed Richards is dead. I hope it's him.
I think
need
it
him.
I like
was.
his height.
I like
his height.
I like his stature.
Yeah, he's
Right.
that dude was Reed Richards nice.
Yeah. I think also that there's a possibility that it might be different just because I feel maybe in the Fantastic Four it might be a little bit of an origin story. I don't know, but I think Reed Richards might be younger, and
all he has to do
maybe
is
some of
shave.
Yeah.
All he has to do is
You're
shave.
right.
Yeah, because his beard didn't come until beards became popular. Prior to that, Reed Richards was clean shaven. Everybody was clean shaven except Wolverine. He was the only one that had hair on his. And Odin. Hell yeah, Thor didn't even have a beard. I mean, for a while. Then in the 90s, everybody got beards. Yeah.
This is true.
Everybody got beards in the 90s and ponytails. And Tony Stark even had a ponytail. All that Fabio life,
That was
man.
not a good time.
Yeah.
That was not a good time.
Rhodey had a powder puff. I'm joking.
You're lying.
Yeah, Doc Samson, he always had hair though.
Yes.
Yeah, Doc Samson always had hair. But anyways, yeah, it's a good one. I'm glad you guys came. Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching again.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's coming up next. We'll figure it out. Star Wars Celebration is next, so I'll be there. I don't know if any of these guys are showing up, but I'll be there and having some fun. I just want to go do a convention, a real one. a real one. Yeah.
I want to go to San Diego.
All you gotta do is show up. I got you. Yeah. Show up.
It's like,
I got you.
I will be
we're going
there.
on a trip.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Yeah. No worries. It's no problem. I got you. Yeah.
I would definitely. I mean, if I can.
Yeah, you get out there. The biggest deal is the hotels. They're super expensive. If you stay outskirts, then you're fine. Just drive in. Parking could be horrendous. It depends on what's happening. But
shaky.
getting in the building, I got you. Man, don't worry about it. That part is easy. Yeah.
All she can do
Yeah,
is-
my
all she can do
daddy,
is
he just
smile.
said, she's like, yeah.
All she can do is smile.
Yeah.
And then you can just grab your phone and be like, guys, coming to you live. We are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an experience.
Yeah.
And I'll have it'll be set up where we'll be fine. I actually want to do broadcasts from there live.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know about how, what, when. It could be spurts, but it'll still be something shot. But
It's going to happen.
yeah.
Because I'm going to be there.
Yeah,
So I'm
we'll go
going
live
to
from
push
there.
to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be busy
Yeah.
because it's a busy time.
Yeah. And
But-
is it like multiple days?
3 days?
No. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Okay.
So what happens is I go in Monday, drop everything at the marshalling yard, and then leave. Come back Tuesday, everything's in front of the booth. Build Tuesday,
Get a delicious
build
meal.
part of Wednesday, and then the doors open for like what they call preview night. And after that, it's just it's San Diego. Yeah, 3 football fields worth of nerd carnage.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
It's real.
and yeah, you need to come. I got somebody I want to introduce you to.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he'll love you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, Michael love her. Yeah. Michael D'Alessio, shout out, baby.
Mike is good people.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? Let me start with sister here.
I just wanted to say thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate it. It was
Oh,
very
God, yes.
fun.
Absolutely.
And I just want to make a promise. I will finish everything that I missed. I will understand, and the explaining soon enough will no longer be needed. I promise.
I guess we didn't have David, so we missed our comedy and
I hope you had a good meeting.
extra stuff. You hope we had a good meeting. Yeah, we hope he had a good meeting.
I do.
He had a meeting to discuss the meeting, right?
Exactly.
Do we know what the meeting's about?
Another meeting.
It's a meeting.
It's
Listen,
meeting.
I asked the brother, and he's like, man, I hope it's a good one.
But so one like this, hey man. So what's the meeting about?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
You having a meeting about something you don't know? Okay, my man. Well, that's what
Deuce.
Deuce Missile is.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Come
Be
back to the
careful,
meeting.
man. It might one of them Amway meetings.
Report
See?
for duty.
I wasn't going to say I did not say it. I refrained from saying it.
You did it to yourself.
I held it in. Deuce, I want you to know this. You see, I didn't even say nothing. Like
I took
this
it
man.
today.
That's all I'm saying. This man said it.
Yeah, we miss you, bro. We'll see you next round. Yeah. Thank y'all.
Peace,
Thank
love,
you.
and happiness.
Thank you guys.
Roll in.
Love y'all.
Peace.
I'm pretty bad.